Why is the electric bill due like a week before rent's due?
I have no idea.
Because I want to pay it all at once.
Yeah.
On the first.
Because it's when bills are due, right?
Yes.
It's due same day.
But you can't choose it for that. Like, you can't choose the date to pay the electric. And they're just like, hey, you're paying it late.
Well,
they're not dinging us with a late fee or anything. What'd you say? Cut it. They're not dinging us with anything. But I just noticed that I've been paying it like a week after it's supposedly due consistently.
Well, isn't there like a stipulation that it's like if it's within like 8 days or something, it's fine?
I don't know, but hopefully we don't lose power at any time. It's been
paid.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. My name's Alex. That's
Nick.
This is BrotherBrother, where we just we do bits. This is that podcast, and we also have a Patreon if you like this. But first of all, you should subscribe to us here on YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, most people listen on YouTube.
Yeah, a lot watch on YouTube
so
for sure.
Make sure you subscribe. Hit that fat subscribe button.
If you want to.
Don't be like Nick over here. Nope, just do it, please. And episode 56. Let's go. I mean, talk about the cleanest intro.
Dude, all energized over here. Yeah.
That almost sounded rehearsed, but it wasn't. That's pretty good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Don't get used to that.
No.
You animals.
No, you can't get used to that. But the kids found out that the guy I used to work with that no longer works there had a podcast, or has a podcast, and they were grilling him for it. And I'm like, no, and his podcast involves sports. And I'm like...
Yeah, what were they saying, dude?
Oh. I mean, they were just like, can you believe he's doing this? And I'm just like...
No.
Can you believe it?
I like, look at that idiot.
Yeah, asking me, I'm
dumb,
like,
stupid.
oh, no, I had no idea he had that. That's cool. Just fully in the know. I knew he had it.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much forever.
Well, what can you do?
Not much. I mean...
He doesn't work there anymore.
Not
so,
let the children find out that you have one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because they will get you.
Yeah, so don't tell the kids at the school that I work at.
This isn't meant for children anyway.
Knows.
This is adult.
Neither is his, technically, I guess. I mean, it's for everyone.
Children of all ages.
Everybody. Ours is M for mature, but
definitely
his is E for
maybe
everyone.
NC-17.
Yeah, because his is a sports podcast. Ours is this.
It's this. Yeah, who knows what that is? Yeah, sometimes you just watch it and it just shows up in the feed.
We do show up pretty consistently. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's our main features. We're there every week.
Don't even need to sub.
Yeah. Well, out of the kindness of your heart, please. But anyway, Nick, how has your week been? What have you been doing? Anything new happen at work?
No, nothing new.
No new guys?
No
Still
new guys.
People, no one get fired?
No one fired. No one died. No one
kind of
quit yet.
Well, the died part's not unfortunate. I was going to say it's unfortunate, but I was talking about just that, no one was fired that needs to be fired, or nobody was hired that needs to be hired.
No, not yet.
Well, time will tell.
Give it time, yeah. Cinco de Mayo. It's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's on a Monday, though.
Is that a Mexican holiday?
It is, but Mexicans here don't really celebrate it. It's a white people holiday because all the Mexicans are working.
And what about May the 4th? Be with you.
I don't think anyone gives a shit about that one.
Cut it.
That's 3.
People do care.
That's 3.
3 what?
4 minutes.
Nick's the worst. What was I talking about? You were talking about your job.
Yeah, how nothing's changed really yet.
So
but
much has
Cinco's
changed.
coming.
Oh yeah, May the 4th. Right, that's right. Okay. So wait, is that like the busiest time?
Usually, but it's never been on a Monday. It's usually like a Friday or Saturday. It's Mexican Independence Day.
It's on a Monday this year?
Yeah.
Oh. You said it's Mexican Independence Day?
Pretty sure.
Is it?
I'm fairly certain.
Nick, you're like 90% Spanish now, so like you should know this.
90% Spanish?
Yeah. 100%. I'm waiting for it to be 5 minutes. No, I'm just 100% idiot, dude. Got him.
Yeah,
that can go through.
So good.
Yeah. What?
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah. Good. You want to try again now?
No, we're good.
All right. Okay. So yeah, your job is different.
I'm just no longer alone. I got support.
How nice.
I'm talking about. So
we realized to be like more than support. He's like dragging you to victory at this point.
Well, the guy that hired me, who was only there for 3 months, if you've been listening to the saga of
Keeping up in the serial
job. So the guy that hired me, it took like 4 months to actually get me there. After they're like, yeah, we're gonna hire you. to actually start. It took me that long. That guy who hired me, he messed up so much stuff at the school before we're leaving. Like,
he just came in, fucked shit up, and then left. It's happening.
Maybe. All right. Yes, he did. And like multiple different things, and like things that we probably don't even know about too. It's almost amazing how he did it, because it's like all the new computers for like me and like all the new like dudes that have started, they're all like the cheapest Windows computer you can buy. And we need to be on Windows Pro, which is slightly more expensive, but we need that to be able to be like on the school network to just do stuff. And I've had this Windows activation thing on my computer ever since I started, and I'm like,
it should be activated.
This is a new computer though. Why is it? What's that about? I did a full factory reset. It's like Windows Home, so
nice, very expensive.
I just can't use it on the school. So he was using like the generic Windows Pro key to like get me in there to like hack his way with the unofficial. He's like, you can just deal with this, right? Basically, without saying it, he was like, you can deal with this. He also just didn't give me a charger for it. He's just like, here's a laptop.
Here's a laptop. You have until the battery dies to figure it out.
And you're on your way now. Thank you. Bye. Locking the door behind him.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Get to work. First day, I'm like, what do I do? He just hands me a laptop. Go.
Here's a laptop. Just a laptop.
Get to work.
You also need a battery for this thing too.
Well, it comes with a battery, thankfully.
He didn't take it out.
Laptops. No.
Add it to his stash.
I think it'd be hard. It's like one of these. It'd be hard to take the battery out.
Yeah, it'd be more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah. Especially even if he's like trolling us, which it seems like.
It seems like, that has to be what it is, right?
Because we're getting all kinds of issues. He's like, people come like, why is it saying this? All the new guys, including me, were wondering what the hell's going on.
What's happening?
And I had only recently found out by doing it the exact way he did it myself and being like, oh, so that's how he did it. I looked up the generic key and I put it in. And I was like, oh, I'm having the same problem. Okay, so yeah, he didn't know what he was doing, pretended like he did, and then left.
That's fucking awesome.
Used this job to probably get a better paying job.
Yeah, it's a good scam.
This guy used to work at our school district. And I'm just like,
yeah, that tracks.
I remember the Wi-Fi being bad at every school. So, I mean, maybe he's the reason. But we found out today that we had to like completely reset the whole Wi-Fi because he had like tried to like shortcut his way through it. And it's like been breaking everything. So we have like a cap of like 500 like on the network.
I think there's more people than
there are. Yes. Yeah. So people are getting constantly kicked off and like being replaced, kicked off, and like, coming to me like, fix please. And I'm just like,
he's just kicking somebody else off. Like, problem solved.
Yep. And then that person comes in like, hey,
it's just a never-ending cycle. It's like, I can't get any other work done. I've got to just keep signing.
And I'm just standing there like, there seems to be a pattern here. Even a dunce could sense a pattern.
No,
it's just too obvious to not notice. So,
and it worked because he's
day
gone.
Today. It was dealing with that. The Wi-Fi was down. No one could get on. Teachers sending me emails directly instead of the whole team. So it's just like, hey, I want you to actually personally do, and I'm just like,
personally.
I've just opened these emails. I've started not replying. I've replied to people. I've just started opening them and just giving them like a reaction. Seen it, and then I don't show up because someone else will go fix it, or we're like working on it. It's like, what do you need? What do you want? Special treatment?
Yeah,
sorry,
come fix it. IT. This guy.
Yeah.
So is the Wi-Fi fixed or still like?
The funny thing is it's being fixed overnight at like 4 a.m. It's gonna like completely wipe the system, kick everybody off, and when everybody comes in, nobody's gonna be able to connect to the Wi-Fi. So that's gonna be fun. Everyone's gonna need to restart to be able to do it, but no one's gonna know to do that before they're told.
Yeah,
they're gonna make an announcement.
Tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
They're gonna make an announcement, but people aren't gonna listen to the announcement. People aren't gonna hear the announcement. He might not even do it. First of all, the principal's just like, coming in. Who knows what he's doing that morning, but
not announcing it.
Well, the thing is, I've had him. I've left him announcements where they've told me to leave announcements to have him read for like kids to come like pick shit up from me, and they just don't show up, and I'm like, Either these kids just aren't listening, or he's just not reading it. I can't hear the announcements from my office, so I'm just hoping they're doing it.
Just praying that he's actually doing it.
I don't care enough to like go into the hall and be like, I wonder, is he saying it? You know, I'm doing shit.
What if he's not?
I'm busy fixing some other nonsense. Well, my job's been, hilarious since the beginning. They're doing AP testing next week in this separate branch campus that has one access point there from many years ago that doesn't reach the entire perimeter of where it needs to reach. And there were other ones on walls that have been since removed inexplicably. We weren't told until like a week before the tests are next week. They're doing it there. They won't all be able to connect with what's there now. So we're hoping Amazon's able to deliver
2-day shipping
by Friday, so we can set it up by Monday at 8 a.m. For testing.
That'll be funny.
So it's just been an exciting time for me at my job. People just
exciting. That's good.
Things. I don't know why things are missing, and it's just like I just have to order it, and then once I put it up, it's like,
well, sometimes people take things
that aren't theirs.
Yeah.
What's weird is that
they're free.
These ones were like caged. I'm like, so this was taken by a person that had keys to the cage, or was it somehow maneuvered around somehow through the cage,
or both?
Yes, people are trying too hard. I mean, these things are
free shit, dude.
I get that, but it's like you with your games.
You gotta put in the work for the goodies. You never know.
I guess so.
It could be cool.
I guess it could be cool. I have to go to a thing tomorrow, actually.
A thing?
There's some event going on that I have to go set up at like 1 and like is actually going on at 6 p.m. Which I really hope I don't actually have to be at it. But I have to go like set up at 1 with someone that I've talked to once. They told me that they don't even drive. So they're going to have to be in my freaking car.
Oh no. We'll be having none of that.
Well, the way they worded it was like, if it's nice outside, I walk. But if it's not, then I drive my car. And I'm like, so since we have to go somewhere, you're going to drive, or are you just expecting me to drive? You're expecting me to drive.
You are the drive.
So what if I was just like a dick and I was like, oh, but I actually, there's actually stuff all in my car. I'm not moving.
Oh, I would say I'm not going to get you.
Even though we both have to be there and you don't have a car, you can Uber, right? You got that.
No.
Just like a completely clear car, completely open.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like,
you see my car, it's just that. It's just like, there's space.
Should have drove today. Man, that'd be such an asshole thing. I'd be so mad if I was that guy. So it's like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Spit on him while you're driving by.
Right.
Hit him in the face.
Really make him know that he's beneath you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cackle.
Even though, we're definitely probably beneath most people.
Most.
Yeah. Or we're just all. We're with the bottom rung.
Yeah.
We're amongst the
We're hanging on the rung.
We're amongst the common
The
man.
paupers. Yes.
That might be the name of the episode. Amongst the common
We're
man.
amongst the common men.
Yeah. I mean, that we are. It's not like
we are common men.
Well, our area is nice, but we are, we are amongst the common men. That's us.
Everyone around these small apartment complexes are rich.
Yeah. Well, these aren't really small apartment complexes. It's actually pretty big.
Well,
but the house is insane. That's why going on walks is nice. You just see
everyone that lives around us is like
just
so happy with their lives.
I love raising my kids.
Not a worry in the world. Yeah,
everything's paid for. Just imagine the low heart rate, the low resting heart rate, the calmness at all times.
Whenever they get like stressed, they could feel it. They're like, I should go see my physician.
Like, that was weird. I actually felt like my heart rate increased a little bit.
Yeah, it's steady 60 BPM. It's just crazy.
60, yeah, right. No fluctuation. We're exactly in rhythm with the universe. Or I guess with, the human created time with universe.
Their bank account.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice to have a hefty bank account?
Bruh. It would.
I imagine, A man can dream.
Must be awesome, right? Seeing
probably
2+ commas in there. Jesus.
I remember when I was excited to see one.
Yeah.
Like on a paycheck, just the first paycheck you ever got with a comma. Just being like,
so hard.
This happens?
How do I do this more?
Yeah. Like, oh, can I actually? Yeah, can I do this? Can I actually work more?
It's all mine.
Until you're, and then like 10 years later, you're like,
that's barely enough for saving anything.
I guess I'll put this in the bank and continue my life. Well, it's not even checks anymore. It's just direct
all
deposit.
electronic. Yeah.
But I remember
It's on the
getting
cloud.
actual checks. But yeah.
Well, yeah. I would take pictures of them with my phone.
Yeah. Well, so you actually did get paper checks before?
Yes. Like up
Well,
until
I know some jobs you're forced to, but like I feel like the majority have moved on to direct deposit for the most part.
well, yeah, pretty much every job has it at least as an option, and I use that shit for sure.
What, direct deposit?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want a paper check.
How many jobs have you had? I know we did the job episode. You haven't had
several.
That many. There's not that many. I know of a few. You were Grinders, Meyer.
Yeah, Grinders, Meyer, Cracker Barrel. Fuck yeah.
Go into the deep, soft part of your brain, Nick.
Yeah.
The soft, squishy part of your brain. Where have you worked?
I did the Peak Property Partners.
Just a Ponzi scheme. Yep,
I was the
we know you did that. Yep.
Manager of.
Nick's the Ponzi scheme manager. And that might be the name.
Lost Marks.
Yep. Mexican restaurant. So, quite a few.
I think that's it.
I couldn't. I mean, we went through mine in that one episode.
Just so many.
Yeah, the number you lose track. And then my resume is so clean because I only put like
delete
the most
all
recent.
of them.
Oh yeah, the most recent like 3.
Someone just saw all your jobs, they'd be like, oof, and just throw that.
Yeah, if you're able to like
trash.
scroll through my history, it would be like, okay. All right.
Like, how has a person gone through this many employers?
How many W-2s? Just too many. Yeah, I mean, I remember one year I had like 4 W-2s I had to put in, and I was just like, I mean, why don't? That's the year I should have hired a tax guy.
That would have been a really good year for it, but I bet you didn't have the money.
Oh yeah, no. No. Even though I don't even know how much it is to do that.
It's probably reasonable if I had to guess.
Probably is because I think our parents do it.
Well, yeah.
And like Ilya's dad is, so, how do you? What's a insulting way to say extremely frugal?
Scrooge looking
I need something
ass.
worse. Something
fucking
more,
Hitler. Fuck it. What?
more directly hitting.
Cheap bastard.
Nick, you've never seen Terminator, have you?
I think I've seen it once when I was like 13.
You want to see Terminator 2?
Well, I don't remember much.
Well, we watch movies on the Patreon, so I always need to bring something up to see if Nick would want to watch it.
I would watch Terminator. It's always a fun flick.
It is. But maybe it is old enough to be like, we can point out stuff that's like,
I mean, it's pretty old, right? It's from what, like the 80s?
I think so. And the second one is also good. But you haven't seen that one for sure. There's no way you've seen that one. You've seen Shrek 2, but you haven't seen Terminator 2.
I have seen Shrek 2.
Yeah, you have different standards for the movies that you're willing to watch.
Watch
Shrek 2 many times.
Cinematic masterpieces.
You've seen Shrek 2 more than 3 times.
Yeah. as of you.
It's a great Shrek 2 is a great movie.
El Dorado more than 10 times.
What was it?
The Road to El Dorado.
Oh, well.
Like, that's an actual masterpiece.
Actual masterpiece. And if anyone argues with us,
good.
you're just simply wrong.
I will destroy you physically
wrong.
if you disagree.
We watched that on the Patreon, and there's evidence that it's the spectacular movie.
It's very good.
10 out of 10, dude. 10 out of 10. Wow.
Nacho Libre's up there.
Nick, do you know what those... what are those figures with the giant heads called?
The Funko Pops.
Funko Pops. Have you been to like a gaming store?
Not
recently.
I mean, I went to
within the last
GameStop like a month and a half ago in the middle of a shift at
Is
work.
it any different?
No, it's exactly like I remember it. There's just like the newer stuff around.
Is there a bunch of Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like lining the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went to like a game store just called, Game.
It was GameStop was where I went.
I went to a store, one of those classic game, like EB games
like
in our old neighborhood.
Play the game.
Yeah, like really bad, what are you doing?
It's a controller, like a classic old controller
game.
Is their logo.
Yeah. It's been there for, at this point, 30 years.
They got their rent locked in. Yeah. Nice
I
cheap.
mean, maybe.
I would hope.
They're not making any money. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. I went in there. Well, Danny and I went
They
in
seem
there.
like money holes, yeah.
I mean, the amount of actual video games was just so slim compared to the amount of Funko Pops.
It's all digital now, baby.
Yeah. Well, you walk into the door to be greeted with a wall of Funko Pops, and then there's some games, and then but across from them are Funko Pops.
Yeah.
All the way to the back of this place, which is huge. Inside somehow this little strip mall place, it's like it seems so big on the inside.
It's very deep.
There are Funko Pops. Completely no organization whatsoever. I mean, I don't know how you would maybe by like series, but can you imagine how complicated that would be to organize
There's
by
probably
series?
so many, dude.
Like holy goddamn fuck.
There's probably so
There
many.
were so many of the we were just looking at them just like Scooby-Doo, The Office, Transformers,
They just have it
Funko
for
Pops.
everything.
Oh, there's Harry Potter. There's for everything you could possibly want, except for what we were looking for, which was a specific horror movie, Scream. Just looking for Ghostface.
That you would think that would be a common one if they have.
They had
all
a
the
million
shows.
Chuckies, so many different variations of Chucky.
Nobody really likes Ghostface Killer, dude.
Danny loves Ghostface, and she likes Chucky, but she didn't want to buy a little Chucky. She wanted Ghostface.
Yeah,
And I'm just
Ghostface
like,
is cool.
there were so many. I was like, I'm like, maybe I could find it, but I genuinely tried to look, and just the walls were lined with them. And then eventually I found out, oh, there's another layer behind the first one, and it's different than all of the other ones on the shelf.
You got to go through twice.
And each
dude.
one, and I'm just like, it would take you a whole, maybe multiple days to go through this if you were looking for a specific one.
Well, would an employee not like be able to tell what ones they have in stock? Like, is there not like a registry that they with the barcodes?
Maybe there is, but then again, I'm like, they might be able to tell if it's in the system, but then it'd be like, good luck, go find it.
Yeah, but you know it's there.
Yeah, we have one. We have one.
Find it. There's only one. We have
He like
one.
has it under the counter. He's like looking at it like
It's in that pile.
it's on the wall somewhere. Just like fucking naughty.
Just, like looking at
Little
the clock,
bitch.
wait until the time's up.
It's probably close to close.
When's the store close?
Yeah, probably close to close.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Keep
go
looking.
looking.
Keep looking.
Yeah,
Closing
just
the
having
doors
a
in
separate
15
conversation with his like his sweatbands and like his his bands on the other arm.
Well, it's Hot Topic now.
It's called Game, as far as I know.
Well, you're
Game
not
the game
gaming.
store, right?
Yeah, gaming the game face.
Gaming game face. Yeah. I mean, they're just Funko Pop shops now. Is all they are.
Nice.
And I wish they had more games.
Well,
Because the
GameStop
Switch
had
section was
cards.
The Switch section was the tiniest little cabinet that was amongst the Funko Pops.
That's fun.
They were like not on display, so you could actually see the art. They were on their side, and Switch has no art on the side, just the words. So you're just like, do I know this game? I don't know.
It's impossible to tell.
I wish I could see the cover. Gaming stores. I mean, there's a reason people don't go to them, and there's a reason that GameStop is basically the only one now.
Because of the apes.
I didn't know that they still existed and that this place was there, but it was. It's very cool.
Monkey,
But also
like
not cool, 'cause
money.
It
Or
definitely felt like it was the early 2000s. And
Well, it's like a time capsule from that era. Because
Yeah.
why would anyone go to a game store now?
Yeah,
You could just buy it online if you want, like a
well,
figurine
yeah,
or some shit.
most modern games, but they had like old stuff too. They had like a cabinet of old consoles, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, but
Like,
you could just buy
from
them
like
online.
super old to like newer. Actual physical consoles. So it was kind of like a
Just
museum.
go on
in that way.
eBay, get it way
know?
cheaper. Why would
Well,
you?
yeah.
Why would you go all the way
Oh,
to the
bro,
trouble of going
they
to a
had
store?
them so expensive there. Yeah, I mean,
They always
you
are
have
overpriced.
To. You have to.
Because if I sell one of these, rent is covered.
Thank God.
Just pushing them.
But they were
Such a
they weren't very
depressing place.
Eager,
Well, it's probably like the child of the owner.
Now the guy was talking about how he owns the place, and he seemed to be like mid-30s.
Wow.
So maybe it was passed down by his
Trust
dad.
fund
Probably.
or something.
He didn't seem happy. How I explained he had the the thick wool sweatbands.
'Cause he's still living in the early
colorful
2000s.
bracelets. If you walk in that store, he's like, if looking at the store, looking at him, you're like, okay, I've gone back in time. I guess we're in the year 2003 now.
That's why he's so depressed. It's like he's just waiting for the time to
He's
go
like in
back
Groundhog
around.
Day.
Just
Shit.
waiting for the clock to reset.
Waiting for like a princess to come in and give him a kiss on the lips and take
Right
take
on
him out
the
of there. Specifically, he's like, no, not on the.
On the
he's like,
lips.
actually here though.
On the lips.
She's like, I don't know you like that.
On the lips.
Yeah, he's like insistent about it. No.
She's like, I don't know.
He's like, have you brushed recently? And he's like, what did I say though? Like
Brush.
scarily demanding. Yeah. It's like you should just.
He's
leave.
like, you're lucky if I brush my teeth.
Yeah, but then he turns into like He-Man or something, like Fabio with the kiss, because he's like the opposite.
He's
of that, right?
he's the frog.
Who's someone attractive that women like right now?
Arnold
Pedro
Schwartz,
Pascal?
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren? I don't think so. That would be I mean, maybe in that year 2003.
He's in
Yeah,
pretty good
probably.
shape.
He was in pretty good shape, man. Lundgren was in good shape, man. We don't have to talk about dudes and
I don't
hard
know
bods.
who are famous people now.
Who are famous people now?
Yeah.
Adam Devine, Anders Holm,
Yes. That sounds accurate to
Blake
me.
Anderson.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, Daniel Tosh.
He's still around?
Oh, he does Tosh Show on YouTube now.
Okay, right on.
It's just good, which is good.
Glenn Howerton.
Charlie Day. Yes.
Rob-
Famous people. Caitlin Olsen. she's
Danny.
DeVito.
The very one.
There we go. We know famous people.
We know we're in pop culture.
We're not really.
We're super in the scene.
I should have fixed this, dude, for continuity. I went to a. I want to show you this. I went to an antique shop with Danny because she wanted to like go antiquing, and they had some wild stuff there. And I will have to put this picture on.
It's always fascinating.
The thing, because this was obviously locked up, but you can zoom in and see that. And I'll put this picture up. What is that
I
though?
would have bought that iron knuckle duster for
Knuckle duster.
$200. Do they take cards or only cash there?
Nick,
I would have
They
bought
take
them.
cards.
Like,
$200 for an illegal item, Nick?
Yeah.
No. Brass knuckles. Why are they selling brass knuckles?
You see
mean,
the
they're iron.
Rolex watch souvenir spoon for $15?
No. Why do they just have a spoon?
It's Rolex.
So goddamn what?
Alex.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Do you care? Do you care?
Yes.
No. You're just a liar. You're a liar and a fraud, Nick. And Nick should never be trusted with anything.
You should trust me with everything.
Are you looking at all the other things that are for sale in here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's super cool.
Nick, this place was basically a museum, and it was absolutely enormous.
There's a sterling silver ice cream bowl for $200 on there.
Nick, this is like the least interesting stuff, and you just can't stop looking at it.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I love it.
There were so many things. You've never gone to one
I've been to one.
recently?
No, not
Nick!
recently.
This place is in Gehenna, I believe. I don't know. It's probably one of the only antique shops. No, it was actually in Powell. We had to go all the way
You
to
didn't
Powell.
bring me the souvenir of knuckle dusters back?
Nick, I wasn't going to pay $200 for knuckle dusters. I just thought it
Why
was
not?
hilarious that it was here and on display in such a way that it was like you can see it perfectly.
They're trying to sell it. They've had it for years.
It looks like it's been used. Like it doesn't look brand new.
Goddamn right they have.
And I told her, I was like, I mean, if there was like a weapon of choice for like very effectiveness in like ultimate concealment, that's as good as it gets.
I've gotten so close to buying.
You can't. They are illegal, Nick.
I do. You say that, but you can buy them.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, they want you to get caught. They want you to get caught.
Hey, I would be damn effective with them.
I mean, they look exactly how you'd imagine if you're only listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, exactly how brass knuckles would look.
But they're iron.
Yeah, which would hurt probably more.
I would imagine more. Much more.
It's probably-
Much more.
It's a heavier metal.
Solid.
So, yeah, that probably would be a very effective weapon. I don't know why they're selling it in an antique. They're selling it in an antique
Because they know
shop.
people want to buy it.
It's like A pawn shop. It's like international waters.
Seems like a pawn shop.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, what is
the
that?
rules don't apply there.
Yeah, our antique shops have just morphed into just this international trade store. Is that what this
so
is?
awesome. I hope so. I'd go to antique shops.
You
if
should
they do that.
They just have guns. Like
You just buy anything. We got
no, that's
guns.
reserved for pawn shops. I think.
Well,
There was a live grenade here.
they got poppers.
No, Nick, poppers are different from grenades. Okay, poppers
Yeah.
make your butthole loose.
Well, no.
Grenades
They wake you up.
make your butthole loose.
They
I
may.
guess.
They,
In a way.
so they're the same.
Very loose.
So they're the same.
I guess.
All right.
Poppers and
Just
grenades.
making sure.
And that would be a good name for the episode too. I don't know if
I don't know
poppers.
if you could do that on YouTube.
You can do it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we could be referring to like jalapeno poppers.
You
Yeah.
could. You could.
You're not gonna ding like a kid reviewing
grenades?
jalapeno poppers who like emphasizes poppers in all caps.
Grenades is pretty distinct, though.
Well, yeah, but
Putting
video
the
games.
and in there puts them together.
Top 10 grenade kills in COD. You're gonna ban that video?
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, guys, be on my side. There were other things that I took pictures of. I should have taken more because there's a lot of cool shit here, obviously.
Yeah.
But I only took a few. But we could also go. Danny would probably want to go back.
I bet those iron knuckle dusters are still there.
I bet they are still there too. This one is just something you see. I just want you to guess the location of this item.
Way in the back.
Yes, it was actually way in the back, tucked behind a corner, and then like past a divider. And then it was there.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
they're like, we cannot have this out.
it's a cookie. I mean, it's a cookie holder for sale.
A very heavily used one, and also dated.
Certainly dated. Certainly dated. If you can't see that, it's a. You know,
I don't know if
a,
you can put this
I don't
on.
know if I want to say it. I'll put it on because it's from the shop. You know, I didn't buy it obviously, but that'd be bad. What if I just brought
He would
it out?
never. Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Nick, just place
Actually,
it.
keep this.
That'd be poor taste. We don't do that.
Would
here.
it?
You don't go blue, Nick. You never go blue.
I would.
We go
always-
blue sometimes. We
I
don't
would
commit to
always-
blue.
I'm pretty blue right now.
Jesus Christ, you are blue as hell. Right now. Nick, give me my phone back. Stop looking at the black woman. Is it a cookie jar? It is a cookie jar.
It was
Okay.
a fine.
How much is it? $138. Oh my god, dude. They
Yeah.
named it. I don't know if this is
Wow.
the name of it.
It's the name tag.
This is Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
there's
Alex,
no proof that this is.
They PC'd it and then they PC'd it again from that.
Is that PCing it or is that just.
Well, they made it from that to like a normal black lady, and then they're like,
Did
no,
they
it
try
just
to like
can't be.
scrape off the paint?
Um,
Kind of looks like it.
uh,
Or just
maybe.
heavily used.
heavily used. Someone was like, "That's my
Some-
favorite cookie
Yeah,
jar."
some
right
white
there."
family just
Yeah.
really loved this. Or some black family.
Or some black family.
It wouldn't be
Hey,
as bad taste.
It would actually make me feel way better if it was a black family.
Well, it would right the wrong in a way, right? And we're
Yeah.
moving on.
It
wouldn't, guys. It wouldn't right the wrong, obviously. Jesus goddamn Christ. Comedy podcast. If you get mad. And then the last one is just, I couldn't tell if this was serious or not, but it had a price tag. And it was being
did you
sold
buy
for
it?
like 20 cents or 25 cents, I think.
Did you buy it?
The Kroger empty white pepper.
Oh, it's
container.
empty. Oh,
Empty.
I thought there was pepper in there.
There's not even pepper in it.
Yeah, no, that's pointless.
What? I was just like, this has to be a joke, but it wasn't.
So you can buy it.
Maybe they're pitying some old woman, maybe. Some like senile old woman who's like bringing stuff in.
with
like,
the watch.
Nick, don't look at the other stuff. It was just the white pepper container. You know, you look at the other stuff. You can go to this damn antique store if you want. Looking at these rings. Original turquoise rings.
There's stuff in there.
Nick, they had all kinds of random garbage here. Okay.
It's international
all
waters.
kinds. Not in like the pawn shop way, but very similar to a pawn shop way, which I found
I saw
interesting.
brass knuckles. I wouldn't expect to see weaponry at an antique
Hence
shop.
me taking a picture of it because I was like, That's
You
weird.
should have just pocketed it.
It was in a case locked.
Ah,
They knew what they were doing.
yeah.
And also, I wasn't going to think about anything like that.
No. Danny would be furious with you.
Yeah. They also had Funko Pops here, too.
Of course they did.
Which I'm like,
That's not an antique.
it's not at all.
It's not even close.
I mean, unless you
It's
have
just
one of
trash.
like Helen Keller, I guess, or like Edgar Allan Poe.
Still no.
Was she even a real person?
She was a real person,
Yeah.
yes.
But like, how real? You know?
Like,
How could someone with her debilitations
survive?
do it? Well, just do yes, but just do anything. Well, sir, how would she know anything that she's doing?
Even alive?
Yes, and how would you like? How would you initially convey? Like, I'm sure it's like a marvel of like medical.
It's
like
water.
It's just like a dark world of. She probably she can't. There's no way she can speak, and if she does,
She can.
like, exactly how I did it, right? So it's like,
No, not exactly.
yes, Helen, exactly. Water. You know, it's like, yeah, you said it. And I'm not making fun of Helen Keller, but I think she's a fucking fraud. Yes, I think she's a liar and a fraud. Because, come on now.
Well, I think it was more her caretaker that was like,
Weekend at Bernie's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Helen, you're really good at
That's
this.
right.
now.
Helen, it was like some chicken wire or something. People don't see it.
Relax, Helen. Calm down. Come back.
Stop running.
Stop running. She wouldn't be able to run. She'd run into
Not
stuff.
fast anyway.
She'd run into stuff.
Probably, I would think.
Guaranteed.
Maybe she mapped out the layout of every item in her head.
Just for a second, put yourself in that scenario.
I don't want to.
It's just like, that's all it is all the time is just
blackness.
that. Yeah. But your eyes closed, just
like occasionally
nothingness.
you feel people touching you, but that's
just
about
moving
it.
you around.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Shuffling.
I guess I'm learning to do, what is this that I'm doing?
This is water.
Does she even have a sense of touch? How do we know?
Probably. How do I know you have a sense of touch? How about that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody says so.
All right, Catholic.
I'm not Catholic, dude. I hate Catholicism. And don't cut that.
You're gonna have to.
Why would I have to cut that if that's just how I genuinely feel? I can leave that in.
You're gonna leave that in. You're gonna leave that bit in.
As long as they don't ever find the podcast, we're good.
Yeah, what are the odds of that? I think we should move
So
on.
slim.
I think we should move past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The odds are only if like something went viral and like the kids found out about it and then told the teachers and the teachers told the administration. That's the only way
what are the odds
that
of
it could
anything like
possibly happen.
that? Impossible.
Yeah. Man, it's almost summer break. We just have to get there and then there'll be no risk of that for at least
For
a few
another
months.
few months, and then just
Yeah.
right back to it.
God damn, yeah.
So
Well,
they pay you for those months that you don't have to work? Or do you have to
I
go?
do have to work.
Uh,
I don't get it off. The kids just aren't there.
That sounds way better.
It does, doesn't it? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, sounds like less. Well, because there's also like no teachers. Because what are they gonna fucking do?
So what do
There's no kids.
you have to do like the same schedule?
Well, I have to like set up all the new devices for the kids coming in. It's like 300 some fucking computers.
And that takes months?
So I have like assistants to help me do that. I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently there's a lot of work in it, and there's other shit. And apparently my boss, like the head honcho. So this organization is fucky as fuck.
No.
Fucky as fuck, isn't that good?
Sounds like something you just
It
made
accurately
up.
describes it, but yes, it is. So, you know, the school's old as shit. You know, it was brought into the 21st century by like one guy who knew networking very well. He's very smart. No longer works at the school. He lives in Arizona, and he hasn't worked at the school for like 8 years. He is now our boss, and he is a consultant to the school.
So he's
And
calling in
I talk
from
to this guy
Arizona?
every day. He was on the phone with me for an hour today, just me and him talking about my job. and in like his review of me, because like he's been like asking me like my proficiency on like certain things. You know, I'm giving zeros here, you know, that kind of stuff. And I don't know how to do that. You know,
he's like, well, it sounds like you're useless to me.
Yeah, that was what my impression was going to be. But you know how I told you, he's like, oh, I want you to be a teacher. I want you to like instruct kids. I want you to. So he gave me like he's like, find a workbook and like a textbook essentially to like go off of, to like build your case and like credibility. And I already found one. You know, I already found a textbook to use.
Did you read it?
No, it's on Amazon. Like I just found like what I could use, I guess. I was just looking for a recently made textbook.
You have the concept of
within the 2015s to now, please. So it's like relatively recent.
Sure.
Just so I can have like a curriculum to teach kids, which is weird that I'm thinking about this at all. But
professor,
yeah, that's what I was telling him. I'm like, hey, I might hate this, but you know, I might like it. Who knows?
Children are awesome, dude. Yeah.
Well, he's like, hey, you get a pay bump, and I'm like, hey, he's like, not a lot, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It has to be a lot.
For me to do that, yeah.
It's got to be substantial.
He's trying to get me out of doing the bullshit that I've been doing day to day, like do the stuff that I was actually hired for. AV, audio video.
No.
Yeah.
You have to teach the kids.
Well, that's part of it.
That's your new
teaching them AV.
That's your new path, is teacher of children at a private school.
Knew,
for something that's not even for your degree.
There's something that's kind of for my degree, but also kind of not. It's like halfway my degree.
It seems like you've done almost no audio stuff.
Not here at the school.
Yeah,
none. I've done none audio things. I mean none really. I've only done IT stuff. I've learned a lot about networking. I'll tell you that. A lot about DHCP, ICP, Insane Clown Posse. You know,
it's the only ICP I know.
Couldn't tell you what it stands for, but
you just did say what it stands for.
I know that it's basically, in layman's terms, it's like what I was talking about earlier, where it's like, oh, we only have 500 IPs to give out, and there's more than that people trying to get on.
A few more. A couple.
So everyone's getting DHCP failures, and that's what it is.
And then they're like, hey, idiot, why is this not working? You
it's the guy that hired me that was here for 3 months that left.
Idiot. Why is it not? It was working when he was here.
Dude, what's crazy as it was. What's crazy as it was.
He found enough shortcuts to get back to fixing everything.
It's insane to me, because I'm just like...
How?
He left it like literally the perfect time, dude. He got out right before
it's probably not his first time. Yeah, he probably is like got a routine down. It's like,
I'm
by
gonna
this
trash
time,
him and get the hell out.
Yeah, I got to get my pay bump at a new place by the time this all collapses.
What a scumbag, dude. And like, he hated the kids. The kids hated him. You know,
so it was a scam. All right, smart guy.
He seemed so goddamn normal when he was interviewing me and talking to me. You know,
they always do.
I'm like, wow, it's shocked. I also thought he was gay, but he wasn't gay apparently.
He was just tricking you.
He's tricking everyone,
throwing you off
every which way.
Have him thinking about my heterosexuality instead of the collapsing connection.
The shit that I'm destroying. Yeah, the collapse in the whole infrastructure.
It's all a distraction, a diversion.
And what's insane is that it's just me, who's been there for like, at this point, almost 3 months. A guy who's been there
senior engineer
for 3 months or for 3 weeks. And then a girl who's just come on the tech team as of 2 weeks ago.
Got your star squad assembled.
Well, we're just fixing the wrong. We have to discover what he did, you know, what he broke, how he broke it, and then reverse it into and then fix it into how it should be. And I don't know how to do that. And you know what I can do is I can hold a ladder while he climbs up to do it. You know, I can send the email to the team that orders the new access points that we need to hang those up into the gym where we need those, where they got fucking ripped down for no goddamn reason. You know, I get those ordered, get those sent hopefully by fucking Friday.
Maybe the students tear them out of the wall.
Again, they were caged up. So I'm like, how do you do it? You just ripping and tearing? You just tearing and ripping.
Yeah, rip and tear till the job is done.
Yeah. It's just insane. It's the amount of responsibility that is just from the moment I walk in the door there till the moment I leave. It's just like, hey, you're the guy now.
Yeah. And you're like,
I wasn't hired to be the guy. I'm not getting paid to be the guy.
Taking their work. So deep.
So annoying, dude. It's so annoying. Because when
it's like very low stakes though. Like you're in a school.
Yeah, but it's also just the expectation is there, and it's just like I'm not the guy.
Yeah, you are though.
But right, I am. Apparently.
But that's too
apparently.
bad. Yeah.
So you'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, you've got to. You're like, yes.
I just love just the cycle of people coming in because as I kick someone out, the person that was kicked out
you
comes
just
in.
know while you're doing it, this is gonna fuck up someone else.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know this is wrong, but I'm doing it anyway. And sometimes it doesn't even do it. Sometimes it doesn't kick them off, and I'm just sitting here and it just says, connected, no internet. And I'm just like,
I bet sometimes the students are like too nervous to come and talk about it too, so they just like accept that they're off
sweating
the
like,
Wi-Fi.
I guess it's not gonna work today.
Just cellular connection, I guess.
I guess it's just not gonna work today. Or they like get the hotspot on their phone or something.
Yeah, guarantee that happens. Like, there's no way.
In today's day and age, I mean, what? You only need to be on the school network to do, for like files sharing and like to be on like the school stuff to do that stuff. But
you can't even
get on the internet. I mean,
you can't even do anything fun on the school Wi-Fi because they got everything blocked.
Yeah, and you find that out the hard way.
You can get around it though.
The kids got so much
used
just
to be able to.
Security stuff on their computers. It's insane. Like the teachers can literally just watch their screen, see how many tabs they have open, and just go through their tabs.
That sounds horribly invasive.
Yeah. And, I can go in and look too, just because I'm an admin in that, and look at their I can go to a class and just look at all the kids' screens and watch it as they change, as they tab between a game and then going back to the test. And you guys are. Something else.
You're students.
Yeah. You guys are exactly. I told a kid, I was like, I went to public school, and he gasped.
Audibly gasped.
And you're here? Just one of the kids called me a success, and I was like, no.
You dumbass.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you've succeeded, right? You're here. And I'm like, okay,
kids.
your concept of I understand that you're seniors, you
don't know how the world is.
No, but the kid was a freshman who I told that to, and he was genuinely like, you went to a public school. And I was like, yeah. And it's,
I'm so much
it
cooler than you.
It might be shocking to learn you guys are exactly the same as we are at public school. The only difference is the rich parents thing. You guys got parents with more money. That's the only difference.
You said that to the students?
Yeah.
Would they tell all you to the admins?
No, these kids
get you fired.
No, these are kids that come into my office to fart around on their phone and take their ties off because they're sick of wearing it all day because it's the end of the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear a fucking tie for school. Yeah. You got me fucked up.
And these seniors, they're forced to wear dress shoes and ties.
Oh, yeah, it's private school shit.
Yeah, but they come in these guys have a free period. There's 5 kids who come into my office just to hang out, and they're just fucking.
Get the father getting home from work.
They get on the giant TV and or zooming in on teachers' faces, this giant, one of the black teachers is on the TV, just I'm I don't even know who this guy is. Can you take him off my screen? He's just fully zoomed in, just his face on the biggest
exactly
screen.
The same as public school kids.
Yeah, I'm like, kids will be kids. You know what I'm saying? You guys were me. I was you. So. I did the same shit.
You didn't have the wealth.
That's the only difference. The parents.
I bet all their houses are so awesome.
Oh my God, bro. I can't even imagine. Bro, some of the kids make fun of the kids for how rich they are. It's man, you don't have to try because you're so rich. Your parents are so rich,
That's probably so weird to see.
You're calling him rich as an insult. It's you're trying to degrade him by saying his family is wealthy.
They're too rich. They have too much money.
Yeah, and when the kids come in, that
stop it, guys.
Have the same. Well, yeah, there's that. I've had to defend some freshmen from seniors before because I'm just tell them how it is. I told them about dating.
You're talking to children about dating.
I'm just giving them, elder advice. I basically just told them, hey, above all, make sure whoever you're dating is nice, is a nice person. Not just to you, but in public, around people, They're not just, snide and, conniving. They're nice in general, as a person. You don't set yourself up for success that way.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
And they were like,
so you're like their dad.
But what if she's ugly?
Yeah, what if she's not a hot piece of ass?
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm just like, you dummies. I get it. Yeah. But,
I'd rail a nice piece of ass from time to time as well.
Again, with the teachers, they were like, man, look at her, going through them. Like, and I'm just like, guys, you're going to need to relax. Stop it. You're fully zoomed in on the, not her face. Can we just...
And then you're like, let me save that for later.
Nick, no, I'm not. They're just going through the faculty list, just like looking at the pictures.
And you're like, nice.
I don't even have a picture of myself, thank God.
They
looked for me and they're like, you don't even have one.
Did you show them your ID?
No, I didn't show them my ID. But they see it because it's dangling out of my pocket at all times.
This picture, children.
Nick, they don't need to know any of this. They talk about one professor who did drugs and like talked about drugs. It and no longer works there.
Well, you said about a lot of the people that work there, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't even good enough for him.
It's just kind of crazy how this school, there's just so many layers to it. like yes, it's a religious school, but it's like there's the kids are normal, and it's like then the teachers are like weird, and it's like that they've been there for like too long. They like hate the kids, and like then there's like the people like me who are like, what's up, guys? What's going on?
What is going on?
And I'm basically just like the echo chamber for the kids to echo their ideas off of. They're like, what do you think about that? Like they talk about some shit and then they're
trying
like,
to finesse.
What do you think about that, Mr. You?
The children for their parents' money. That's smart. That's good. It's a good scam.
Hey, I'm willing to give them my crazy ideas. Just instill that into their little brains.
My teacher's so smart.
Mold these young men. Well, they know I'm not a teacher. They do call me Mr. my last name, which is.
That's got to be
it's weird to hear every time.
Be so weird.
But I've almost become desensitized to it because I hear it every day, every week, multiple times a day.
Mr. You.
Well, they say that, and then some of them actually say my last name incorrectly.
Incorrectly?
And then some of them call me Blurb and Herbs, They have a good time with it, but...
Gotta have a little fun.
Yeah, I let them do whatever they want. They're having a good time.
It's just like not even school,
brother. Well, it's when because I can't imagine the stress of this school and like there's seniors and I'm just like, hey, you guys are about to leave this. I'm not gonna add to I just got here. Like I'm not trying to.
I'm not that invested.
Yeah, like
just make it through the semester, kids.
You guys can hang out but I don't give a shit what you do. Just. They're like, do you care if I hit my vape in here? And I'm like, yes, that's like the one.
No vaping in school.
Yeah, the one thing that I don't want you to do in front of me is vape. But
I'm guessing there's cameras in the class.
No, there's not cameras in the class. What's weird is that I think there used to be, and it was maybe the guy who left yanked it out. But like,
he said, "I'm so sick of this shit. I need to hit my vape."
It was crazy. He fucking locked he changed the locks of the doors to his office. And like the principal had to be like, hey, you can't do that. Like you have to change, we have to be able to get in there. So like you can't change it and like be the only one with keys there. We keep stuff in there. That's
but no, I have to be the only one.
He was like, no, fine, okay, I'll change that. But like he kept the key like on the wall, like on a lanyard hanging, and it's still there next to the door. The key that doesn't work to the door now because it's the old.
It lives there. It's a good scam, get people to try that key. Like it must work. It's right next to the door. Like why would it?
Well, it's on the inside of the door, but
it's a tease.
Yeah. Well, I wondered what the hell it was for. Obviously, who knows?
You found out it's for nothing.
For nothing. And I guess this is the my job episode. Who knew?
We've been having a few of those. Yeah. It's all about the work, huh?
My load
become a working man.
The job has changed insanely since I've started. I went from working at home, just waking up and just staying here all day and night for months to
that's not like a normal job.
Going to a school and
you just got so fucking lucky.
It was nice.
Son of a bitch.
And I got paid more than what I get paid here doing this.
It's nuts. Absolutely insane.
And I'm doing so much more here and so much responsibility, and I'm like the guy in charge of this department. And it's like, why?
Just I don't know. Where like you thought it was IT, but no.
Well, the guy they brought in who works part time. He's only there Tuesday through Thursday. He's like his mid-50s. Like I said, like he's like a network guy. He's been in the business his whole life. Yeah, he's the guy who's actually figuring this shit out. And he's like telling me that he's learning stuff from me, and I'm like,
how?
Right. What? He's like complimenting me. He's like, Alex has only been here for 2 months, and he's like, he's teaching me stuff, and I'm like, what have I learned? What have I taught?
I haven't learned anything.
Can you tell me what I've done, actually, please?
Yeah, right.
Can we go back, actually? Can you tell me what I've done?
I've just kind of been running around, scrambling.
Yeah.
So what did I do?
Yeah. And like the higher up duties, like you've adapted well to the drastic change in the environment around you. Everyone's been praising your work and your efforts.
That's our skill set, dude.
And I'm just like,
that's the herb skill set right there.
We can mold to any shape that we're needed to fit.
Adaptable. In. Yeah. You can work at any situation.
Just pay me more, please. Is my
more
only thing.
Money. We can always use the more money.
That seems like a useful ability. But we're not really getting paid inappropriate.
Because we're among the common folk.
For now.
For the
guys, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/BrotherBrother. Bring us out of this.
Don't make it sound like you're begging.
We're not, but
you're pleading with them right now.
This is the way out. we will
like, get a grip.
We will like I know you're like an army guy and everything. But, get a grip. Get it together.
Should be tougher.
Thankfully, I'm not an army man. So I am allowed to be weak.
That sounds awful.
I'm allowed to be weak. What sounds awful?
Being in the army.
Oh yeah. I still haven't played Arma since that last time. That made me sick. It was my game of choice, and now I don't want to go back after that
ever again.
I'm scared that it will happen again.
It will if you don't take your Dramamine.
The thing is, I don't want to do that every time. It's kind of like
we should probably take the Dramamine every time.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
You sick.
Well, I'm in the playtest for Arc Raiders. Did you get the invite to that yet?
No.
It looks really good. I don't know if you guys know anything about that. I heard about this game like I think over a year ago, like 2023 even maybe. I just added it to my favorites, all that stuff as you do on Steam. Still nothing.
No.
But apparently they're doing a playtest this week, the 30th. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be over. The 30th to the May 4th. So I'll be playing a bunch of that, hopefully. The game looks so fun. Because we're like half gaming podcast, kind of, because we talk about games a lot. At least in the last episode, I think it was like 25 minutes we talked about games.
We've talked about the Switch 2 before, too.
Yeah.
For a while.
Well, that's a whole bullshit situation.
Yeah. So we do talk about games a lot. No, it's a big part of what we do.
We game. We're gamers,
dude.
Well, the point of this podcast is just for us to talk about shit and be funny. So, I mean, that's what we do.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome. And you're welcome.
And that is stopped.
What does it say? Error while trying to synchronize audio and MIDI. Nah, it's good.
What does that mean?
Who knows? Sample rate. Check conflict between Logic Pro and external device. What? That device? Why is it just now saying this is my question? But it's still recording.
It is still recording.
I don't know what's happening. Maybe this is all gone, but maybe it's fine. I don't know what's going on with this.
It's very hard to say. But every time you hit continue, it seems to...
There's an error while trying to synchronize the audio and the MIDI. Maybe this sounds god-awful now. Who knows? Maybe it sounds fine.
Maybe it's...
Oh, God, I hate technology. Just like after dealing with technology issues all day, I don't want to continue to deal with technology issues.
Just a random ones. Just figure it out.
Because it's still on me to figure out, obviously. Yeah, it's my issue now.
You're IT.
It's my issue.
You're the IT guy. Yeah.
It's my issue now.
Yeah.
It's not someone else's issue that I have to solve. It's mine.
Yeah, no, you choose. Go on.
That'd be a good name for the episode. It's my issue now. Because it's literally what my job is. It's people having a problem and then being like,
fix now.
This is yours.
Enjoy.
And then it's my issue.
And then that's your day.
Yeah. Like today I had set up a guy's computer completely like last week and told him to pick it up this week, and I was like so ready for him to come pick it up. The moment he tries to log in, it was like, hey, it's not letting me log in. Had to completely reset it. Start over.
I'm sure that was like 5 minutes.
Just like after 15 minutes of me trying to get him to log in and just it not working, I was like, I'll let you know when I get this working again. And he was like, all right, sounds good, bro. I'll tell you that he did not get an email from me that day. The rest of the day, you know what I'm saying? He did not hear from me the rest of the day. That was today. So hopefully that'll...
It's fixed though, right?
Well, when I left, I had set everything to download and update and finish. So I was like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for this. Bye. You know, it'll be done when I get in there.
Probably.
And the internet, since everything's supposed to be fixed at 4 a.m., that should solve every problem. Or it will create an amazing amount of new problems.
It would be so funny. It's probably going to be that one. And it might also fix things. But
I want it to fix things, and I don't want it to create an amazing amount of new problems. That's all I want, is for it to not create an amazing amount of new problems.
It's a big ask.
What's a big ask is for this thing to stop fucking up.
It's really crazy.
There's no reason.
Like, why does it keep popping up, dude? Like, it's working. It seems to be working fine, even while this pops up.
It is. The thing is, it's still popping up the audio things after I click it, even if it's in the past, as if it's still recording. So, fuck you, Logic. Even though, you know, I use you for literally everything audio related. Why are you doing this to me? You know, I tell you what, never seen this message before. Use this, I don't know how many years, and never seen this message before.
We got back-to-back ones, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Been using Logic for at least 8 years. Never seen this message once. So that's probably good. That's probably a good sign.
That's fun.
Maybe I just need to restart it.
It's a brand new laptop.
Relatively brand new. It's been over a year now, but yeah, it's fine. It should be. This laptop is great, okay? That's not the reason this is happening.
It doesn't represent it.
It doesn't represent it. And I don't know what does, but it's not this. But if you're still somehow fucking listening to this, if this isn't corrupted audio, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this with your friends and your family, even though we haven't necessarily done that ourselves yet. You do that.
Yeah, that's their job. It's not our job.
Yeah, they'll find us.
Yeah.
Episode like 300, right? After 10 years, whatever he said.
A while.
Yeah, a while.
A while.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye. Peace.